God, I didn't get anything set up. It took me forever to get going tonight, and then I don't know, just all over the place tonight, I guess. But I'm gonna do some cutting. I got my test fabric here, so we'll cut out the pattern we made last time, and then we'll sew it tomorrow. Hopefully it'll fit, and then we'll do the real one out of black. So let's where the heck is my monitor? I use a different, there it is. Jesus Christ. I'm like, I use a second phone as the monitor because my computers can't fucking handle shit. And it's like disappeared. Okay. At least it's charged. Thank God. Alright, alright. Oh my God, update. I just updated you yesterday, Twitch. Come on. Let's go here. Too many updates. Okay, I think it's working now. Wonderful. All right, so yeah, oh my God, I've got to actually cut this shit out. Do I have enough pins? I don't know if I grabbed enough pins. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? How have I folded this fabric? I know I actually folded it pretty consistently. There we go. So I could easily unroll it out. Not roll it out, but like fold it out, concertina style. Let's take a look. Okay, we'll start with this end. Yeah, it seems to have more wrinkles in it, so I'll do that just to get rid of it. Well, actually, maybe we'll leave that side down and switch to the other side. I feel like I usually have more light. Why does it feel so dark? I don't know. Oh well. Okay, I don't really need all these rulers tonight. I need those more for the drafting stage, so let's get rid of them. One thing that's really nice is pinning on this glass table is really easy because the pins just fucking slide right over it. Whereas some surfaces, if you pin on, you get stuck in. It's really annoying. And if you ever try to pin on a carpet, it's very frustrating. Terrible plan. Does this work? Yes, I think it did. Good. Okay, good. All right. All right, I really shouldn't fuck around and waste time because I just need to get going. Oh. Then what is this? Is this folded in half? It is, which is good because most of these things I need two of or to cut on a fold. So. Start with that. Okay, now I haven't made any changes to these since the last time I did them on stream. I remember thinking out loud that I might change something, but I think it's all fine. One of those. Alright, let's cut. And we'll just cut widely around them for now, and then we will cut them out in detail on the fabric. So I'm being careful not to cut into the fabric here. Just the paper. I really shouldn't be doing it on top of the fabric, but you know, gotta live dangerously, I guess. So I also have a glass of red wine here. As part of the whole live dangerously part. Live dangerously thing. Okay, now I did remember to add seams for zippers in. Yeah, I did. Good. Okay. Now, normally, especially if this is a pattern I've kind of done before, I would just cut it out on the real fabric, or at least the lining fabric. But I really don't want to have to go back and buy more fabric because I'm on a deadline. So it saves more time to do it out of a easy fabric first, especially because satin can be hard to sew. It can be kind of difficult and frustrating to work with. So this will be a bit easier, and hopefully it should go really quickly because it's just a cotton. This is nice. I should be doing this over top of the fabric, but like I said, live dangerous. Okay, coming from this side because I can't possibly cut into the fabric unless I like gouge downwards, but okay, we're done with the big roll now. Let's take that away. The only other thing that might need patterning is just the little bows, but honestly I think I'm just going to cut strips of fabric and then sew them into loops, so that really shouldn't be an issue. Big skirt pieces. Full seam allowance in here. That's a little silly. That could come back and bite me in the ass. Just cutting on the right side of all the lines. Okay, those are all the skirt pieces. We'll do those second. We'll cut the bodice out first because they're a little more finicky. Okay, bodice. Center back. I think we'll start with an iron, honestly. This needs to be de-wrinkled, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, I think I actually better iron this, just so I don't... If I cut it with a big fold in it, I'm going to regret it later. Aw, dog's passed out. Plugged in, I'll go grab a towel to go underneath it. And we will iron with the fold because I do need that fold. I just need the fold to be a little more perfect than that. We'll redo it. So this will be, yeah, this is a smart idea. Because the fabric is ripped, so we know it's straight along the horizontal. Need to make sure it's straight along the vertical too. Yeah, I think I might pin that just to get it ironed. I should check what setting the irons at, because this is cotton, so it will take quite a high heat very nicely. Oops, those are the scissors for some reason. Yeah, this wasn't lined up properly at all. It was kind of folded over slightly. And because this pattern has a vertical pattern, if it's not lined up, it's going to be fucking weird. Also, I can see the horizontal patterns getting kind of funky. Let's try to keep those even, because they should be. Technically speaking, they should be perfect. But sometimes fabric isn't. You just have to kind of deal with it. But ironing can help fix it if it isn't. So this isn't even the right pattern, the right fabric for the real costume. This is just a test with fabric I had laying around. But it's a fabric I would love to have a dress made out of, so that works. Which is why I have it laying around. You know how you do. As you do. Yeah, it's funny being able to match up the patterns on this side. I'm not used to that. Such a geometric repeating pattern. Most fabric you can't tell, right? Kind of interesting, actually. Let's see if we can do something with that. These big wrinkles. Okay, what setting are we at? Cotton. Perfect. Let's go. Trying to melt the pin heads because these are plastic headed pins. This is not really what you want for ironing, but actually I do have a bunch of non-plastic pins in this. I was going to say, but I don't have any of the metal ones. I do. I just should use them, actually. Also, never put a pin in your mouth, because if you accidentally inhale it, you have to go to the fucking emergency room, which I have never done, but I have a friend who did. So don't do that. Use a pin cushion. This is such a dumb step to be doing for something that isn't even the fucking part of the costume that's important. This is a dress I would like to wear at some point, so I'd like it to not be all fucked up on an angle. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, that worked beautifully. Now, if I've done this right, the line up this side should be perfect. Like, see how it's like right in the middle of that red? And it should continue right in the middle of that red all the way up because I pinned this side properly. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, the joys of ironing. More like the joys of having ironed. The actual ironing is not that exciting. Hey Dravey, how's it going? How are you today? We are in the middle, well, we're just getting started. We're going to be cutting this out of this test fabric today, the pattern that we worked on the other day. And then we will be sewing this tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to sew it tonight because I kind of ended up doing a bunch of other stuff all day. And I think if I go to bed, because it's like I could either recaffeinate myself and keep going, but then I'm going to be on a weird schedule. Whereas I would rather go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight and start fresh tomorrow, which is what I said yesterday, and then didn't get started on this till now. But it wasn't like I was screwing around all day. I was doing stuff all day. It just wasn't this stuff, which sucks. How's your day been? I know I said that yesterday, but look, I am doing stuff. I'm just not... I just didn't get started early on this. I got started early on other things in my life. But yeah, no, that's the problem. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? Right? But I did find this fabric, and I found a bunch of other costume stuff too, so. Actually, I can probably start... No, I'll leave those pins in until I cut something out, just because that way it'll make sure that it stays in place, which will be good. God damn it, this fabric is so nice to fucking iron. It's just so simple. Get all the cotton. Make sure the patterns continue to line up, because they want to shift. That sounds like you every day. Especially when it comes to papers. Yeah, I know that feel. Yeah, school and I were not good friends. Well, we were until we got to university, and then we had a falling out. I did get a whole bunch of social media stuff done today. That was good. I got kind of like inspired, which was nice, because I'll usually like get excited about something for like a month and then not care about it again. And with social media, you can't do that. You have to be on it all the damn time. And so it's like, oh, okay, I know what I'm going to post. I know what I'm going to do. This is exciting. And I got a bunch of filming done and some photography, and it was just good. Some editing and stuff. So that was really good. A hard falling out by university? Yeah. Oh, don't iron a crease into the fabric. That's the opposite of what I want. This is good. I can tell it's straight because this line along the red, is that even on camera? Yeah. This line along this side is perfectly straight all the way up. So that's really good. That's what I want. I'm glad I have the metal-headed pin, so I don't have to worry about ironing. That's dangerous. I'm gonna fucking burn myself. Get that out of the way. You stay away from social media. Yeah, well, I do it for business, right? My own personal social media is pretty fucking anemic. I mean, I used to be really, really big on Facebook, really big into Facebook, but then everyone left Facebook, and so now I'm kind of trying to foster that type of community on Discord, because I find like Instagram doesn't facilitate the same kind of like discussions. Neither does like TikTok or any of those things, and it's like the discussions were what I really liked. But I mean, that's why I like Twitch, right? Because Twitch, like, people actually discuss things and, like, you can have a conversation. Whereas, like, on Instagram, if you're just, like, looking at a reel or something, like, all you can do is post one little comment. Like, I don't know. I just don't find it's not what I'm looking for, which is, like, actual, like, exchange of ideas and stuff. But, I don't know. I guess something will take the lead on that social need at some point. I think everyone just got burnt out on it because everyone was so divisive in their discussions. And so everyone's like, nope, fuck it, I don't want to hear anyone's opinion ever again. And I'm like, aw, I like that part. But yeah, I really feel like their algorithm killed them because they would, you know, all of these social medias, they post things that get you to interact and engage and that get you like emotionally riled up. And it's like, that's great. Yeah, it gets you to engage more and like interact more. But then you don't want to fucking do it anymore. Then you fucking quit the whole platform. So it's like, who had the last laugh there, really, Facebook? Like, yeah, your algorithm got more engagement for a little while, then everyone fucking left you. Like, you may have overdone it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I really want to do, especially with my art Instagram, is really use it as like a portfolio and like, here's everything that I've been working on, and people can kind of see a nice retrospective, basically. Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of Instagram, right? Like, it's got that image feature. But I also like dislike that like it doesn't have albums and stuff. Like, Facebook was actually better for that too, because you could put stuff in albums. Right? It just, I don't know, it made it much easier to organize things, and I just don't feel like the social media we have right now really facilitates that. It's all too simplified and too streamlined and specific, which is great if what you want is just something really simple and easy, but I don't know. I just don't feel like we've got a good full ecosystem right now. And it's their own damn fault. Yeah, like all the hype turned into drama. Exactly. Because they pushed the drama, because it got more interaction and, you know, all that shit. And it's like, okay, you pushed it too far though. Everyone fucking left you for TikTok because there's no fucking drama. And then, of course, you get drama on TikTok. But I mean, and then you get exactly that, like people leave for nothing. Like, it's like, well, I'm not any of those things. I just kind of hang out on Twitch sometimes, or just kind of hang out on Discord with my friends. And it's like, yeah, okay. I hope something will come up. Some point. They'll figure it out and get it back again. Okay, I don't know how much of this I need. How much have I cut so far? Not enough, because I gotta do the skirt pieces, and they're pretty long. And this is a really short fabric, actually. Yeah, it's quite short. Width-wise, like, it's not very wide. Because fabric comes in different widths, and if you're not paying attention, you're gonna fuck yourself. What have you been up to today? Hey, Insomniac, how's it going? I'm going to be streaming until I cut these pieces out, and I'm not really sure how long that's going to take, but definitely for a while at this point, because, like, I'm still ironing and I haven't even started cutting yet. Because I don't want to do it really quickly and then screw it up. That's not what I want. Hey, Furchini, how's it going? Is it Furchini or Furkini? Because like I said before, I want to wear this dress for real, like in this cute red gingham, even though it's not the one I need for Halloween. And anything I make at this point, I really want to look like professional sample quality so that I can use it as a professional sample and like take real photo shoots with it and maybe fucking sell it to someone. Like at a quality level that I want to be represented by. Because a lot of the stuff I've made over my life, you know, I've either made on a deadline or it was, you know, it was just for me for a costume or for one occasion. And it's like, it didn't really have to be, you know, perfect or finished on the inside and all that stuff. And so it's like, it isn't. But anything I'm making at this point, I want to be professional looking so I can use it for professional purposes. So that's my goal anyways. Furchini or Furkini is good. Isn't it beautiful? This is my beautiful picnic fabric. I'm gonna make a dress out of it though. It's gonna be a beautiful, cute dress, summer dress. I know it's October. You call him Benedict Furchini? Or Furchini? Why? Why Benedict? Yeah, I'm glad I'm pinning this because one side really wants to stretch wider than the other. And if I wasn't pinning it, it would be way overshot by now. Hey, be nice in chat. What's everyone up to? What's everyone been up to today? I feel like there's a bunch of people who just joined. How's everyone doing? Oh, because he's a traitor. I see, I see. But if they're not streaming, then you got something to do. I'm good. I am working on, well, not yet. I'm ironing this fabric so that I can cut out a test sample of my Halloween costume, which is going to be black, but this fabric is red. Because it is just cotton and it's just for a test. Because I haven't made this pattern before and I don't want to screw it up. And I made quite a few changes to the pattern from the last time I made this pattern. So I want to make sure it fits nicely. She was streaming at the time. Oh, no, no, no. The drama. Weren't we just talking about drama? People came to Twitch to get away from the drama. The social media drama. Hey, that's not lined up at all. You little fucker. Get the fuck back there. Thank you. Now see, now I'm running out of metal-headed pins. Oh, that's blunt. Okay, so if you ever try to stick a pin into something and it just doesn't fucking go, don't keep doing that because it's blunt and it's gonna fucking put holes in your damn fabric. Go away. I don't know where to get rid of it so I don't use it later though. But also ironing this and kind of pushing it out sideways and pushing it out is just going to make the fabric just a little bit bigger to kind of its full extent. See, everything gets its own drama. Can't avoid it as long as you're with humans. I mean, just wait till the robots take over. I suppose then they'll have robot drama. I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. God damn it. Ha! I've just been watching a bunch of classic Simpsons lately. So fucking good. People forget how good it was because it was original. Now everything does the same thing, so it doesn't feel original anymore. But originally, it was the only one doing that shit, telling those kind of jokes. Being a real family instead of just a perfect TV family. I'm glad I grabbed this pin cushion. I knew it was my favorite one, and it is. It has like all the best pins in it. Which sounds stupid, but like these are all the pins I wanted. It's like got the plastic headed ones, not the metal headed ones. They're all nice and sharp and new, and just makes this job a lot easier. Okay, I don't know how much more of this I need to iron. I don't think I want to iron all of it. But if I stop and then I have to do more of it, I'm gonna be kind of fucking mad. See how much we have now. I suppose I could start pinning the fabric to it, and it's, yeah, that feels like a lot. Let's start from there and see where we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, but like I just said before, have you ever pinned on carpet? Have you ever pinned on a fucking ironing board? It's awful. And I just lost a pin somewhere. No, it's not. It's still there. I was just hearing the pins click on this. But pinning on glass is wonderful. This glass desk is great to pin on and cut on because the scissors won't get caught on anything either. Okay, let's turn the iron off for now. This is a pretty good iron, so it heats up pretty quick. Beautifully pressed fabric. What is this? Back bodice. That means it's not on a fold. Center front on fold. Alright, let's do it. Now this fabric doesn't have a top, an up or down, so we can pin it either way as long as we pin it on the fold. We don't need to waste all that because it can come right up to the edge pretty much. We will cut off that little bit on the top because it is fraying, because it's just been, probably because I washed it, honestly. Now I will use the plastic headed pins. Make sure it matches the fold line exactly. And I'll make sure it's straight too. You're trolling your favorite streamers. Do you ever crack your toes like your fingers? Did I crack my fingers on stream? I crack my fingers all the time, and I also crack like my shoulders and like my elbows and stuff, but not my toes, I don't think. Like my knees will crack. See, the funny thing is I'm being super careful about this, but by the time Friday comes around and I'm not finished, I'm just going to be like, whatever, fuck it, it's done. Fuck it, sew it. Close enough. What were you trolling about? What trolling were you up to? No, this is, damn, where my eraser go? I've got kind of a bunch of lines here, so I'm going to get rid of some of those so I don't accidentally cut on the wrong ones. Just to make my life a little easier in the future. were messing with Dead Without Bread. Poor Dead Without Bread. How could you mess with that, sweetheart? Ow. I haven't decided if I'm cutting this or just sewing it with the fabric on the inside. We'll leave it for now in case it doesn't work, then I can unpick it and do something different with it. Oh, you're so mean. That poor girl. Her thesis is so interesting too. Like I wanna see what she comes up with in the end. I wanna see what collection she comes out with. It's too long. The problem is I have these really little short pins and I have these really long pins, and whenever you want a long pin, you get a short pin. Whenever you want a short pin, you get a long pin. Of course. There we go. Okay, that one's good. She regrets it. Oh, well, she can change it though, can't she? She just hasn't had the time. Now, if I do this right, this will be perfectly matched. So why isn't it perfectly matched? When I spent all that time ironing, be perfect. See, that's the other thing with this paper. I can't turn it on the other side and still use it, which is really frustrating because the other paper I could just turn it upside down and it would still be visible where the markings are. But for this one, if I do that, I won't be able to see it. I'd have to cut it out twice in order to make that work, which sucks. At least I can line up the line with the print. That should be good. Hey, oh no, my fabric's falling off the desk. Come back. Ow! Pin. Pins. Stop fighting me. What's the dog making sad noises about? Ha! She deleted it after you spammed it. Ah, you can crack all of yours. Damn, I want my old paper. I'm so mad. I'm mad about it. I will. I'm mad about a lot of things. Oh yeah, I can match the bottom line up too. Oh, why aren't they at 90 degrees? God damn it! Fucking, it's a pattern of squares and it's not at a 90-degree angle because the fabric's kind of twisted. Ugh, so dumb. Come on. Which one of you is at 90 degrees enough? Close enough to 90 degrees, please. One of you? You maybe? Kind of. Not even close. get the center front of it on a 90 degree, or center back of it on a 90 degree at least. You're going to bed. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Nice thing about comedy is you don't have to worry about pinning it. You just pin and repin and repin and it's all fun. Okay, that's going to be on a white line. Oh, it doesn't need to go all the way up, it just needs to go there. She has no bread, but can add some. She'll recheck the stream and then she'll be like, God damn it. And she'll know what you have done. You're still here? Well, that's even better. Ah, you're saying you're slow tonight. Fair, fair. I'm slow tonight too. Otherwise I would already be sewing this, and instead I'm still just fucking trying to cut it out. She's gonna be upset when she realizes. That is the hazard of trolling. Yes. That is how it works. Oh my god, I had some friends who were like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. It was so weird because they would do this thing where they would like make someone believe something and then like never tell them the truth. And it's like, I don't even get it at that point. Like what's... I get that you kind of get to have like a little bit of fun because you secretly know the truth and they don't the whole time. But like forever, for the rest of their life, like they're just going to think this was like the truth of either... Like especially when it, like sometimes it's something where it's like they're going to figure it out eventually because, you know, it's something that'll come up in conversation with someone. And like, okay, yeah, like, haha, someone will figure it out and then they'll laugh about it, right? But like when it's something that, you know, it's just like a personal story or something, and it's like, this will never ever come up in conversation that you believe them into, trick them into this other thing. It's like, what's the point? But I don't know. I know some people have gotten a lot of joy out of doing it that way, so, yeah, whatevs. Okay, I'm gonna cut these ones out and then start with the skirt pieces. Fabric scissor time. There's my actual fabric scissors. I think they're still in the other room. I'm gonna go grab them. I'll be right back. You troll with love. That's the best way. Why is this dog sad? Oh, fine. Oh, because she's on the bed. Did you get it rammed into my That's so fun. Going off. Sadness. Poor Sugar put herself to bed, and then no one else was in bed, and she was like, sometimes she does this. She starts barking at us to come to bed when she's tired, and she's like, I want to go to sleep, everyone. It's bedtime. It was really funny. At one point in a different apartment where the layout was a bit different, she would like stand at the door to the bedroom and just like look at us and be like, guys, it's bedtime. Come on, let's be serious now. It's time for bed. Like, you're right, Sugar. It is bedtime. I'm not going to bed yet, though. I can't kiss you because you will get lipstick all over you. And you will have a red mark on your head. Oh, she's so sleepy. Good girl. Oh, she's so sleepy. She just kind of like stays where you put her. Good job. Okay. Okay. We got the good scissors. Let's give it a go. This is the easy one. This is just fucking cotton, not satin, not slippery, and it doesn't really matter because it's just a fun dress for fun. Is that a scrap piece on the ground that I'm running over? God damn it, guys. Fucking get your act together. I feel like this camera's not where I need it to be. I feel like I need it to be more this part of the table. Yeah. I don't know if I made a difference at all. I don't know if I'm cutting through both layers of fabric there. I should pin that a little bit more. Yeah, that'll work. On camera? Yes. Okay, good. What's the actual line on this? Yeah, that's right. I shortened this one because some of them I extended, some of them I shortened, and I'm like, what's the real line? This one. Oh, I didn't put a pin in the corner. Let's do that before I get that far. Alright, first piece. Yay! And first piece of garbage from the project. Alright.
Was it just because she was on the bed, or?
Yeah, it was because she was on the bed and all sad. What? You don't like the day 2 Halloween outfit? What? Why not? Which is better? I mean, I don't disagree. I like which too, but I don't know how you can dislike the devil outfit. But rest assured, there is another witch outfit coming up later in the week. I've also got, I think I'm going to do vampire. I think I'm going to do like, I've got like this kind of golden headband, so I'll do like kind of goddessy kind of thing. And I think I've got a couple other ones coming up. I should have a total of the 7 or 8 outfits, so there's some more stuff coming.
Get away from the spicy food.
Dude,
Stupid dog.
she's not gonna hurt herself. If she eats it, she'll be fine.
No,
I mean, she shouldn't eat it by default, but it's not gonna kill her. She eats some spice.
It's so spicy. I find it spicy.
This dog likes our food so much, and so we have a lot of spicy food. And she'll be like, I don't like it anymore. Can I have more? Yes, we can do a poll at the end. That's a great idea. Yeah, she would prefer if we only ate cheese and gave it to her, but she will take anything. exactly on that line, is it? See, look, I'm off by like a whole like 1.5 millimeters there, which is dangerous because that's how you start getting things screwed up. So I'll come back and adjust that later. Pin there. I can cut through that, and that's going to damage my scissors. Cool. Oh god, I don't have a fabric garbage bin yet. So I feel like this isn't bright enough. I don't know what I did last time. I think I had the ring light like more on the table. I made the table brighter. Yeah, no, we don't intentionally give her spicy stuff. She just sometimes gets it anyways. Now this one I keep thinking I'm screwing up because I usually do center backs on a fold, but this one has a zipper, so it's not on a fold. You could do it on a fold too and then just like cut right up the fold. Slice right up it, but I won't waste the folds because I need them for skirt in a second here. Yeah, that's like super sloppy. I just couldn't quite get a handle on that. Glad I'm streaming this though. I always think like it's a shame I don't know anyone here who sews, but it's like you can hang out with people on stream, then it's like same thing. It's like hanging out with someone while you're working. Makes it less boring, right? Okay, let's pull all these pins out of here first before I forget about them. And throw them out. Or stab myself. Or both. That sounds like the right option. Or sew through them. No, this is just scrap. I won't get sewn through. You get the idea. Okay, very exciting. Alright, skirt pieces. And then bed, I guess. Let's skirt pieces first. Okay, good. I got lots of pins all the way up. This should give me quite a bit of room to work with. Yeah, start with the piece on the folds because that is the piece that is the most sensitive. I think I only have one on the fold. The long one because it's skirt. That's this zipper center back. I'm not going to fold. Oh no! You stole your General Tso. Oh dear, not good. I remember one time Sugar got, I had a Subway sandwich with jalapenos on it. And I left, like, I don't know, probably the end of it. Like, I just didn't finish it. And I didn't think she would eat it. I just, like, forgot about it. And she fucking ate it with all the jalapenos. And she was so unhappy. That poor dog. It's like, why would you keep eating it? It's like, well, it was food. It had cheese in it. Okay, dog. Well, it's kind of your own fault. Poor Floof, exactly. Exactly. This is good too, because this is kind of like a test project to get me back in the swing of things before I try to do the real. And I've already screwed that up. God damn. Before I try to do the real dress. Yeah, see, look, because I just screwed that up right away. Okay, pin it all along the fold first, I guess. So you don't do that again. This pin is no good. That is nasty. Let's get rid of that. I think she just kind of ran around in general. It was a couple of years ago now. No, I have a feeling she might have just hid. I think she probably just like went to bed, and then we were just like, "Where's the dog?" It's like, "Oh, is she sick? Oh crap! Where did my sandwich go?" Oh, sugar. Maybe a little short. Oh.
Oh no, Tasha.
What?
You know that awful sweet toy?
Oh god, yeah, I gave it to her earlier today because it was in my way, so I threw it on the ground.
It's like on your bedside table and she was just staring.
I was just watching a dog training video about how to get them to like let go of a toy they really love. And the trick is like, cause you know how we'll put it away and then she'll just stare at it? The trick is you have to like keep it within her range and then like teach her to let go of it while she can still access it and like teach her that like to move on. Otherwise, yeah, her brain doesn't move on and she just wants it all night long. So apparently that's what we have to do.
Well, it's right here, so.
So just do that thing where you like make her lie down and calm down. And then, I don't know, I'm sure it's not as easy as it sounds, but that's the trick anyways.
Okay.
She's also not super hyped tonight, so she should be fine. That's a little wrinkly, but I think it's okay. Again, this fabric and this is pretty forgiving because it's just the, it's just cotton. Oh, I maybe should have folded this right side in before I fucking ironed it, but too late now. On here. I could feel it doing something weird and it was. It was kind of bunching looped underneath. Okay. What do I got? 2 more pieces left? Or 3? 3. 3 more pieces left. Alright. Back, skinny. ones here. Excellent. Now I did draw a vertical line on this to keep it straight, so we'll use that along the green. There we go. Oh, thanks for the work. Yeah, have a good lay down before you have to work. That sounds nice. Yes, now I'm running out of pins. But I have like a million more in the house. I have to get up and go get them. Fabric is not that complicated. Crap! I did the fucking thing where I didn't draw in the seam allowance properly and I cut it on the wrong line. God fucking... Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna redo it and move it. I only cut an inch, so I'll just repin it and move it up an inch. That was stupid. Why did I do that? Finish drawing your fucking seam allowances or don't draw them at all. If you don't draw them at all, then you just know to cut an extra centimeter around. But since I did draw them, that was dumb. But thankfully I didn't get very damn far, so I can fix it. Without wasting much fabric. This actually has to be quite a bit wider than I thought it did. Okay. No. But again, I guess that's something I'm glad I did on the cotton, not on the satin. That wasn't a very big mistake. I'll be more aware of it in the future. I'm running faster at this already. Really sewn in a long time. I've just done little like repairs and little projects, but nothing big in a long time. But it is kind of coming back. I've just been so afraid of doing it for some reason. It sounds really stupid when you've done something as much as I have, but you know, when you get all nervous about things for some reason when it's not just for fun. Which is why I think this project is good, because I can just do it for fun and then it doesn't really matter if this costume works out or not, because I have a million other costumes. Yeah, that's a pretty big scrap. I don't know if we're keeping scraps at this point. Like, I don't know what I need and what I don't need. We're still in the iron section. Good. It's kind of a weird part. There's definitely a pin in there I'm about to cut over. Let's move those out of the way. So I can tell when someone who wasn't me last used this pin cushion, because there's all these like lines of pins, and I never bothered to put my pins in a straight line like that. Okay. I think that for scrap. Yeah, I didn't, like I said, I had the choice to either have more caffeine and stay up late or not and go to bed, and I didn't, so now I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. But all I have to do is finish this cutting and I can go to bed. And then I have to set up my sewing machine for tomorrow, because I didn't want to do this and then try to set up my sewing machine while I was already tired at this stage, because I knew after cutting I would be tired. So I'm like, I will do that after tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll be fine. Wake up tomorrow and do it. I also have a little bit of work tomorrow, so I'll do some of that, do some sewing, hopefully not get distracted by business stuff again. Which, I mean, I call it distraction, but really it's also stuff that needs to be done. But the Halloween costume has a pretty clear deadline pretty soon, so that's kind of the urgent priority. Yeah, that whole paradigm of urgent versus important. Yeah. Does fabric even have a right side? It does. It definitely does. Not very damn much though. You could definitely get away with using the wrong side, and you probably would never know. How much did I iron this? Ow! Okay, at least that far. Stab self that far. Okay, got it. Hopefully I ironed it enough I don't have to break out the iron again. We'll see though. We shall see though. Okay, what do I got? What do I set her back with? That's this one. Looks like I wrote OB. It's not OB, it's OB. Oh, I can just flip this fabric onto the other side. Smart. Look at that. Wonderful. Oh yeah, again, so this is the center back. It doesn't have to be on a fold. We're gonna do it on a fold anyways, just to make sure it's straight. Because we have the fold. And the last piece we have doesn't need a fold. And then you just cut the fold in half when you're ready. I feel like this skirt is too long. I feel like I'm gonna hold this up to myself and be like, what the fuck am I doing? But that's why we're making the test one. I don't know, I measured the damn thing, it should be right. Who knows? Math, how does that work? Try to stab yourself, there we go. I think a lot of sewing is trying not to cry a lot. Oh look, I did it again. I have another one where I didn't actually bother connecting a seam allowance. And it's gonna cause me fucking misery if I'm not careful. Now I also have not really tried to sew since I've had nails this fucking crazy. So this could be interesting. I feel like it will also help though. Honestly, I feel like it could be for the best because it could just kind of, like I don't have to worry about sewing, like hurting myself because the nails are there first. Kind of to protect. So hopefully it'll be helpful, not hindering. Okay, second to last one. Then we got one more to do. How exciting. Look at all these pins. Oh, they are from the lining. I just wasn't expecting them because they're kind of in the middle of nothing now. But they were the edge piece before. Take them out now before they start stabbing me. That's why I like the big colored ones because they're so much easier to see. You don't accidentally lose them. But they do melt if you iron over them, of course. Anyone been watching any good Halloween movies lately? Maybe you're such. Oh my god, Gawain and the Green Knight, the new Green Knight movie. Oh my god, it was so good. It was fucking amazing. I fucking absolutely fucking loved it. However, it was super fucking artsy. So if you don't like fucking artsy movies and you want a regular horror movie / adventure movie, it's not for you. But if you like fucking historical, interesting, psychological movies, then it was fucking amazing. Also, it didn't spoon feed you anything because it's the story of Gawain and the Green Knight, but they kind of like they use the name Gawain, but they don't even call the king Arthur. They definitely don't like tell you who anyone is. It's all just very, if you know the story, you're like, oh, obviously that's Arthur and Merlin. But if you don't, you're like, who the fuck are these people? So it's one of those where, yeah, if you don't care about the story already, you're gonna have no idea what the fuck's going on. But if you do care about the story already, like if you have to read it for class at some point, you're gonna be like, oh, cool. So I would highly recommend it if you like that kind of movie, because it was gorgeous and so pretty and very cool and just did lots of really neat things. I really liked it. I'm really liking that director. The cast was amazing. Overall, very cool stuff. And honestly, such a great Halloween movie too. It's not like a scary Halloween movie. It's just like an interesting Halloween movie. It's funny because it's also set at Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie, let's put it that way. Or at least not a modern Christmas movie. That's for sure. Although apparently one version of the story is set at New Year's, which I didn't know until I was reading some reviews. But it's such an interesting story because, I mean, the whole thing about Gawain and the Green Knight is that there's a bunch of different myths. All those King Arthur myths are just like, there's a ton of them. They're all over the place. They've been written and rewritten by a million different authors. Which is why it's so funny when you get people modern day who are like, fan fiction is stupid. And it's like, haha, fan fiction is like the fucking oldest possible form of fiction, you complete troglodyte. Like, fan fiction has been going forever. Some of the greatest works of literature of our day were just fan fiction at one point. Like, all those kind of, like, classical myths, those kind of stories, it's all just fucking playing on stories that came before and characters that were already in the pop culture. King Arthur, exactly the same thing. Just characters that were in the culture that they all just reworked to fit their own new stories. So yeah, don't ever let anyone tell you that fanfic is not real literature, because a lot of our real, quote, literature was just fanfic at one point. Trying to make sure this is perfectly straight. Which is like stupidly easy on this fabric because of the pattern, but also not easy because the pattern shifts around. Which sucks. Let's try that again. Come on, fabric, I just ironed you. Please lie straight. Oh, maybe if I line it up with the edge of the desk. Oh. That's what I usually have to do this, is line it up with the edge of the desk when it doesn't have a pattern. But I was kind of, wasn't even thinking about that because this pattern's so fucking obviously square. Oh, that actually did make it a little bit nicer. Not completely. This part wants to be weird. That is a little bit better. There we have it. Stay right back here. But I really like this kind of weird movies where they kind of make you think a little bit. I mean, that one, I don't know. I just find the Gawain story is just so fucking absolutely ridiculous in the first place. Like, the story is just fucking batshit. So, I was really excited to see that they did it justice in terms of its fucking craziness potential. So, that was good. I think they also kind of modernized it. I mean, there's some things I think that didn't play and some, or that played better than others. Like, I feel like they were definitely trying to make an ecological point, which I don't think is necessarily in the original, but I mean, also you can argue that it is. And there were some like feminist points and stuff they were making that really weren't in the original, but also were like appropriate. Like when you're making a new movie, you know, a new adaptation by definition is going to be adapted for modern times. Like it's supposed to have new themes and stuff, right? So that's cool, but yeah, definitely some interesting changes. They also kind of pulled a Hobbit on it where they kind of added a bunch of extra plot points, which was interesting, but I think they played. Like, they were for a reason. They kind of, like, all related to, like, the knightly virtues that he was supposed to be learning, which is where they changed it from the original, because in the original, he was already a knight with all these, like, who was virtuous. And in this version, he kind of had to learn those along the way, and I think it's also kind of up for debate whether he did really learn them all in the end, or if he just kind of, I guess, is up for debate with the ending as to whether he was successful or if it was just a tragedy all along. Or if, I mean, not quite a tragedy, but definitely he didn't, too little, too late, maybe, kind of thing. But the ending was ambiguous, but in a way I liked, because apparently the other option, the director was just going to completely change the original ending from the poem, and I would have been mad to see that. So I'm glad that if he wasn't going to do it like to the poem, I'm glad he left it ambiguous. But I can imagine it was to the poem. But I read a lot of reviewers who assumed and preferred that it was the other way, which I'm trying just to say without spoiling it, but I don't know, it might be obvious what I'm talking about anyways. If you watch it, it'll be obvious. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Definitely don't go into it thinking it's a regular horror movie or regular, like, blockbuster action movie, though. It's definitely not your, like, typical King Arthur movie or your typical Halloween movie. And it is by no means your typical Christmas movie, even though I'm pretty sure it actually had a Christmas release, which is cool. I also thought it was so funny because I've been meaning to watch it for ages and ages, and I wasn't thinking of it as a Halloween movie until we started watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect for Halloween. Oh, I fucked this up! This time I got well more than 6 inches, but look, I just stopped the line there and I didn't draw it all the way down. Why? Why did I do that to myself? Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad. It's the last piece too. Fucking, Natasha, stop being lazy and draw your full seam allowances. Where the fuck is my pencil? God damn it. Ugh. See, the problem is you can't get too far in it because then you notice that the line starts and you're like, wait, what line am I cutting? Ow, this wig is digging into my ear, and I'm getting mad because I can't find my pencil. This is just garbage. There it is. Oh, God, I'm so mad. This is the last piece. Of course it had to be troublesome. Fucking hell, guys. And I should have noticed because I should have known that there was only one line there, and there's supposed to be 2 lines everywhere, so fucking... duh. Yeah. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, let's redo it. Again, this is the cheap fabric, so that's fine. That's why we do a test piece. God damn it. But I guess I'm really proving to myself how necessary this is. If I'm making mistakes like this, I'll probably make some mistakes in the sewing that I'll be mad about. If I didn't do it on a test piece first, I'll probably make some mistakes in the real piece too, but you know, what can you do? Yeah. Ow. Yuck. into the pincushion, not randomly. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now that I've totally... I guess I really don't need to move it far. I just need to move it up enough that I can bypass that little bit. There's my tape. This is so much to tape. And the other piece I didn't bother taping down because it wasn't... Ow! It was only like an inch and it would just kind of hold itself. Hit my fucking knee on the desk. Ow. Hurt. God damn it, tape. Come on. But when you're modifying patterns, tape is a godsend. When you can just add a little bit instead of trying to redraw the whole piece from scratch. Sometimes you definitely don't want to do. And also, you invite more room for errors by having to redraw something. So, damn it, I've got to move this quite far up to get it to fit. Oh, that's so fucking frustrating. I just move it down more to make it fit off the edge. Did I leave enough seam allowance? Maybe. That would be the way to do it, wouldn't it? If I can use the line that's already cut. Okay. Alright, yeah, I can make that fit. Alright, let's do it. Also, the nice thing about cotton is you can pin it as many times as you want. It won't show marks. Ow. Try not to stab yourself. Ow! I said try not to stab yourself. God damn it. The opposite of what I just did. I don't know how I'm short on pins now when I had enough to pin this thing the first time. I always use more pins this time. Oh wow. These are weird little pins. I don't even know when I got these. Must have come in something. That was bent as hell. Sometimes we get these little sewing kits because they have like a nice box or something and it would go weird as shit. I'm like, oh, cool, I didn't know I had that. But then sometimes you get like a really good tape measure like this and it's like, ooh, okay, that was worth it. But it wasn't even on camera at all. Okay, are we good this time? Is that better? Alright, we've got seam allowance around the whole damn thing. Let's try this again. Oh my god. That was dumb. One of those moments where cutting through the paper helps because it holds everything together, but otherwise you can use a rotary cutter and that can make a bit of more accurate lines. I thought I had a rotary cutter now that I think about it. I'm trying to think where it would be. Maybe I should go through my fabric stuff before I try to cut the satin. So a rotary cutter for satin would be really helpful, actually. Satin can be a fucking pain. Whoa, see, look at that. That just didn't even cut at the right part of the fabric at all, which is actually kind of weird because I had it pinned pretty darn close. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Okay, that's all the pieces. How exciting. Alright, how long does this look when I actually put it on? Okay, yeah, actually that should be about right. It hangs to about, let's start back. Okay, see, it hangs to about there, so that's pretty much okay. So seam allowance plus it's going to be a couple inches shorter than that. Probably like 2 inches, I think. Shorter than that, so it should, was that too short actually? I'm like, it's too long. It might actually be too short. Okay, it's a little short. That's why I'm doing it out of this fabric, because then if it's too short, this is just a summer dress. That's fine. I can make the satin one longer. Cool. Okay, so that's all the pieces. I'll lay them out here. Actually, I'll fold this up now. Oh, I'll take the pins out of it first. No point putting it away with pins in it. Pretty pleased with the color correction on this camera shot of the sewing area though, or the patterning area though. I feel like that's pretty bright and visible. Not sure about my face cam, but you know, whatevs. Okay. Get out of the way for a minute so that I may nicely fold up this fabric again. It was so nice in the box. I suppose I could have ironed it more, but I'll have to iron it again when the next time I want to use it. concertina fold my fabric when I put it for storage. That way it's really easy to unroll just the right amount because you're not rolling it at all. Just unfold what you need. Whereas if you fold it in half, then in half, and then in half, you can't fucking get any of it without unfolding all of it. Just quite frustrating, I find. Yeah, see, like there's a little wrinkle in there. It's annoying, but not something to deal with today. What do I have left of this? I could make a cute little matching picnic basket, I suppose. That would actually be adorable. I should fucking do that. So cute. Picnic themed cord. Oh, I'm dying. I have so much fucking Lolita gingham shit. I fucking love gingham. Gingham is my favorite. You may have noticed if you've seen any of the shit I wear on this channel. I fucking love gingham. Although generally it's more of a summer type of fabric. I've got gingham pants, I've got gingham shorts, I've got gingham tops. Gingham everything. Okay, we're done with that. Let's take a look at all these things. One skirt, two skirt, red skirt, blue skirt. Except they're all red. Okay, and two bodice pieces, which the back. I think it's a front because normally a front would have a V-neck like this, but it's a back. Okay, that should work. I mean, just randomly holding it up on me, it looks like it will fit. Which is exciting. What we want. I think this isn't too small. Yeah, it seems kind of short across the bust there. Why now? Alright, we'll leave it for now. We'll find someone to hang out with here. Do we wind down? What do we wanna do? Is anyone we wanna raid? Any suggestions? My computer's taking it real slow and easy, so I'm just kind of doing the same. I'm getting pretty tired, so. I'm pleased with these. What? Well, sounds cool. Let's do that. Oh, I can hear the rain hitting the window. Nope. Stop making noise, please. Thank you. You asshole. Okay, I think we rated Miss Barter not too long ago, but I think she's pretty new, and I think we'll give her a go. Oh, I was gonna hit raid first, hey? Alright. Oh, I better hit a fucking slash in there, otherwise I won't do jack shit. There we go. Raid. Underscore. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Enjoy your raid. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, her keyboard's cute too. Yeah, more sewing tomorrow, a little bit of co-working the next day, and more sewing this whole week. Plus Halloween costumes every day this week, so it's Halloween week. Let's go. Enjoy. Oh. Oh, I'm tired. Let's go. Bye now.